I pray that God shows this video to whoever needs it today. Today is day 383 of Verse of the Day. And for today's Verse of the Day, I want to talk about what are your desires. And today's verse is in Luke chapter 15, verse 16. And it reads, "He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything." Now this verse comes out of the parable of the prodigal son who was given wealth by his father. He went out, spent it all, and he found himself in need. He was so in need that he got a job to feed pigs, and as he was doing that job, he found himself so hungry that the food that the pigs were eating became desirable. Now I wanted to pick that verse out of everything because my pastor was talking about it, and it hit me in my spirit that this son had a home, he had a father, he had a place to stay and a place to eat. He left that home, and things that aren't supposed to be desirable became desirable. And that hit me in my heart because the last few weeks I've realized that I've kind of strayed away from the kingdom. I've strayed away from the home that God had set for me, and I started to desire things that I normally wouldn't. That son was ready to eat filth. He was ready to eat the same things that the pigs were eating. But because he was in a place where he was away from home and he was so hungry, that became his desire. And so I want to ask everybody today, what are your desires? Do you see yourself desiring the things that the Lord has for you? Or do you see yourself desiring worldly filth? Do you see yourself straying away from that home and desiring things that you normally wouldn't? And so again, I pray that you ask yourself that question. And then I also pray that you give yourself the opportunity to pray to the Lord and ask him to reveal your heart. Ask him to reveal your desires. Allow him to show you. And then once he does show you, make that decision. Make that decision to come home. Make that decision to come back to the kingdom. At the end of the prodigal son, the son came back to his home and he was welcomed with open arms. And not only that, he was welcomed with a feast. And the parable of the prodigal son is to show us what the kingdom of God is like. So don't think that you had a sin that was so filthy, that you feasted on something that was so filthy, that you weren't able to come back home to the kingdom. Just know that you are always welcome. God will always welcome you with open arms and a beautiful feast. And so with that being said, that's all I have for everybody today. Continue your walk with Christ. Continue to walk by faith and not by sight. I want to say I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.